Listen, people of God, listen. Whatever weapon the devil has used to torture your soul, to torment your mind, that voice of fear, that voice of anxiety, that voice of depression, that voice of worry, that voice of bondage, that voice of pain, be silenced, be silenced, be silenced in Jesus' name.
My name is Mary and I'm from Botswana. The person sitting next to me is my daughter Tato. It all started last year around November. One night I was just trying to go to the bathroom and I couldn't lift my body from the bed. My back was so painful until when I called my daughter Tato to say something is happening. My back is painful and I can't move. Please come and help me to go to the bathroom. So she tried to help me, but the pain was so bad. I managed to go to the bathroom and I came back and slept again. I was just worried to say what is going on. The following morning, it was just like that. I was just in bed. After the third day, I told them, no, I can't take this thing anymore. Please take me to the hospital, arrange for a car to come and take me. Indeed, they did that. They took me to a doctor, and the doctor, they looked, and then they said, Madam, did you fall or something? I said, I did not fall. This thing happened while I was asleep. Then they said, no, but we need to do x-ray to see if maybe the bones are broken or something, because I couldn't walk. I was just sitting there. They did the x-ray. After 24 hours, the x-ray results were out. And then the doctors, they were worried that, Madam, we don't know what is going on here. But to numb the pain, we are going to give you some medication. Indeed, they gave me some capsules, a lot of painkillers. The children brought me back home. After 4 or 5 days, same problem. And then from nowhere, I developed the headache. The headache was so severe, it was like when I was trying to stand up because I was on bed rest. The headache there, the back pain there. I told my daughter, please take me to the first doctor who did the x-ray. When I got there, the doctor said, no, we will give you another referral for them to check the head. Indeed, I was taken to another hospital, the private hospital, on that issue. And then they did a brain scan because they really thought that something was in my head. But later on, when the doctors were conversing, they said maybe it could be the medicine that you are using for your back pain. I said, now what? I'm getting this. And now all those ones, they also gave me more medication for the head. There were 2 issues now that they were treating. But I was not getting anywhere until when I was referred to another doctor. I did therapy, physiotherapy, no healing. Now the physiotherapists, they said, no, maybe a massager, they can also help. So I was doing massage, I was doing almost everything, and then taking a lot of medication. But the problem was not going away. I even have a copy with me here. They said I have something they call lumbar spondylosis. And it also has some mild lumbar scoliosis, where it was like my body was shifting to the other side. Those were the 2 that came from the backache. And then the one of the head, after the CT scan, they were saying that it looks like something was developing that they called left frontal inner pedunculated osteomes. I don't know what that means. It was too technical for me. What I understood was it was a headache that could have been caused by the medication that I was taking for the back pain, for the lumbar spondylosis. I couldn't do a lot of things. The only thing that I could do was to wake up and sit like I'm sitting. And that was it. From there, when it was time for bathing, they have to take me to the bathroom and do whatever. I couldn't cook. I couldn't. Standing was like I was always shaking. And because the pain was so severe, I just preferred to sit, and that was it. I really didn't do anything much for myself or for the family members. I told myself I will not take the lumbar corset, or I will not sit on a wheelchair. Something has to work. I was believing that something will work, but nothing was coming. Until July this year, when my kids were worried that, Mama, it has been a long time. What do we do? I said, let's keep on praying. When I was now praying, I said, why can't I contact Brother Chris that I've been following on YouTube? At least I'm bringing my case to God. And this is exactly what I did. After that, I got a prompt response and I was put on the prayer line. I joined the prayer on the 3rd of August. And when the prayer was going on, I remember there was a time when we were all to stand up when Brother Chris was praying for us. I started shaking. Some of the things I didn't really understand what was going on, because when I received my consciousness, I was already on the floor. And then when I was on the floor, I said, is it me? Let me try to stand up. The moment after standing up, I started vomiting, like white mucus was coming. After that, I was trying now to shake my body. I said, how come there's no pain? And then, of course, the headache was not there. And the pain from nowhere, the pain disappeared. And I tested myself. I said, it has worked. I glorify God. The headache had stopped, even the backache, everything had stopped. I even stopped taking the medications. To my surprise, when I tried to take one of the medications that they had given me, I was like, why am I testing God? Because God has healed me. But I was not sick. There was no backache. There was no headache. Here I am. I can move my body left and right. I can bow down. I can stand up. I can jump. This is me. This is me. Miracle, miracle. A miracle has happened. This is me. This is me. This is me. This is me. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
After she got the healing, she miraculously didn't have any pain in her body. She was always suffering, complaining of a lot of headache, and her backache was always keeping her seated down. So when she would go to the bathroom, we would help her to go to the bathroom, even to go into the bath water, we would help her. With basically walking around, she would need assistance. And even with everything, we ended up doing everything for her with the cooking and the house chores and everything. So after she got the healing, it was quite a miracle for us. We got a new mother. She was able to stand on her own, walk on her own, and do the house chores for us. And we were quite surprised because she started cooking again and she could take light walks around.
What I can tell people is distance is not a barrier, because this healing happened somewhere there in the UK. I was here in Botswana in Southern Africa. And it happened. So what one needs to bring into the picture is to have faith. If we have faith and believe that there is God, God will do it for you. Even right now, brethren that are waiting, you are going to receive. But clean your heart. Just say, I'm going to receive. And you will receive it.